Damn, no dancing.
Ain't no dancing.
Ain't no dancing. Here we go.
Hey, pictures. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like we are ready for a semi-final. Semi-final is between Herudra and Randomsort.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a pretty exciting semi-final. Definitely going to be a high level of Hearthstone.
I assume so. Both players have teams in their backs. Herudra is playing for Trick and Randomsort is playing for Vegas Squadron, so I expect high-level plays.
But you have to also consider the fact that Randomsort has a mage deck. That is that's an obvious weakness there, that he did not choose the right decks for the tournament.
Well, we have decided upon that as a weakness. Even though Tempo Mage just won against Warrior. Easy peasy in the last game.
That's true, that's true, that's true.
But it's fun to bash it.
That's always fun. Wait, they're not even ready yet.
What?
Or what?
They are preparing.
Oh, there he is. I couldn't spot him. Okay, so they're preparing to get ready. While they get ready, what do you think about the class for this tournament in general? Like, what has been the best class?
Well,
is it just Paladin?
Yeah, Paladin has been pretty crazy actually. Haven't just won every single game that it played. Like, Paladin even lost in this tournament?
I'm actually not sure.
I don't think it had. So, yeah, Paladin is really good. You can play very aggressive and just top deck that 6/6 on turn 6, right? Get all your secrets. Mysterious Challenger is the card I'm talking about. So, yeah. Warrior has been surprisingly weak. At least Control Warrior has seemed pretty weak. Of course, it's kind of easy to call it weak when we just saw 3 games in a row getting it.
What?
Ah, stuff is happening.
What?
Yeah. So, Herudra is confusing us all with his...
Yeah, I have no idea what the point of that was.
So, yeah, we should be starting in a moment.
So, yeah, the thing, if you compare the lineups, the difference is the Warlock and the Freeze Mage, right?
Yeah.
And if those two decks were to face each other, the Freeze Mage would definitely have an advantage, I think.
Yeah, I think
so.
I agree.
Like, Freeze Mage is just generally one of the best decks against Zoo.
But it's all about what matchup you get, right? If you have Freeze Mage into Warrior, or you get, I don't know, into Paladin, maybe even, if the deck is aggressive enough. That's not going to be too good for you, but yeah, of course you want to play it against Warlock.
I think the trick here is to make sure that the Freeze Mage wins against the Warlock, and to make sure that the Paladin can win against anything, but the Freeze Mage has to win against the Warlock, and yeah, the Warrior has to beat the Warrior.
I guess it can beat the 2 other decks as well.
Yeah.
So, have you gotten spectator rights for the other hand as well?
Not yet.
And also changing it. Here we go.
There we go. There we go.
The games are on, and we see an aggressive Paladin once more. Having a pretty good start.
Secret Keeper is really good.
Yeah, Secret Keeper into
the real question is there an axe?
But sometimes, like, nothing. Not even Redemption. I think Redemption is pretty good at if you combine it together with Minibot.
Yeah, okay, I think there was 2 lines of play. The first line of play was you play the Secret Keeper, hope he doesn't have a weapon, and maybe draw a secret. I don't think that was the best play. I think the best play was definitely Redemption into Shield Bot.
Huh. But it turns out to be okay now, because you can play both Secret Keepers.
Oh, to just play all the 1-drops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you play the Secret, of course.
Yeah, the Secret. That's really good. But so you could have had it out before and pushed more damage.
That's true.
But yeah. I guess he wasted 1 mana to be more safe in his line of play. I guess that's fine.
So what does Herudra do here? Coin out weapon, get rid of one of those guys.
Herudra hopes that the opponent doesn't have divine favor.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I think that's what Herudra does.
He hopes.
He hopes.
He's a dreamer. Looks into the abyss. There's redemption, but it's only gonna be a 1/1 this time around.
Oh, it can still get buffed.
Yeah, if another secret.
Oh, the kings. So you use the kings on the shield bot, right? Definitely. So
does it matter?
Because it has divine shield.
The divine shield is gonna disappear.
I guess true.
But I guess it's okay because otherwise he could have gone face, spared some of his health, and maybe executed it. So this way, the minion is safe for removal.
Definitely, definitely.
So you hit into the 2/3 here, play out your own 2/4.
Yeah, you need to draw an execute or something. Like you need a way to deal with the shield bot because it's gonna push a lot of damage.
Yeah.
And right now you have no way to kill it.
Do you play it first? I guess you play Snomish first. Because the damage doesn't really matter on it.
It could matter.
Yeah, like it could matter to his advantage, right? With battle rage or something.
No, it could matter to the opponent's advantage with trading.
But there's nothing on the board.
Yeah, but if he has like a weapon
in the
or something.
far off future?
Yeah, I guess in the far future.
That's abusive. So just play everything. Go face.
Would you trade here?
Nah.
No trade?
Nah. Just go face.
It's a free trade though.
It doesn't matter, you're playing super aggressive.
Fair. It's fair.
And also, like, the abusive damage is kind of wasted.
Yeah, I think it's hero power.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Job's done.
Yeah, go face. I think Herudra has just lost.
Yeah. There is no execute, there is no way to deal with the shielded minibot, which is now a shielded giant bot.
So, what now? Hit into the 2/2.
Lose the game.
Go face with the weapon. Hope for something weird to happen.
Yeah.
Like Herudra even had a pretty good hand if he just played against anything else than such a aggressive deck.
Yeah, but the thing is, Patron is actually pretty decent against Paladin. The problem is if you get overwhelmed early, like with all other like bad Patron matchups, is that if you lose the early game too much, it's almost impossible to come back.
So he's one off, right? So just play Haunted Creeper. There's nothing to deal with the Haunted Creeper, so at least 1 damage is gonna survive. So he has to weave in a weapon. Like weave in a shield block and get rid of everything except that's impossible.
No, there's no way. Even with the execute, there's just no way. That's it.
I guess he can hit the 1/2 hit face. If he had he doesn't have a second whirlwind, does he? I can't see his hand.
No,
Nope.
he doesn't.
Yeah, it's CG.
There's no
nothing
way.
to do.
He just needs to figure it out himself.
He's not a man who's gonna concede, it seems like.
Yeah, but the opponent has.
I think you could. I think you could actually battle rage and hope to draw into a whirlwind.
I guess you can actually survive.
How?
No, wait.
You
no.
have 1 HP.
Without armor, you can't. If you armored up, you could survive.
Huh.
That was a misplay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you should have battle raged actually. And tried to get a whirlwind, because then he would have been able to clear everything. Just hitting into the spider, hitting face with the weapon, then if he had drawn into a whirlwind, use that whirlwind and execute the shielded minibot. You could even armor up as well, so you would have cleared the entire board.
That's true. But yeah, it kind of sucks to lose a matchup which is at least decent against the Paladin, but again, the Paladin wins every game, so
yeah, it's just strong.
The Paladin is just strong. The Patron is good to have though. Like it's not a bad deck to have because you know you're gonna win against the Freeze Mage. At least almost certainly.
You asked for it.
And here you have the freeze. Oh, and he queues up the worst matchup possible. That is sad. I think this might actually be the thing that costs him the victory.
So what is the last deck for Randomsort? It's Warrior. Can he make a 3-0 versus Warrior?
Well, the Control Warrior is favored against the
Patron?
Patron, yeah. So that's the matchup you'd have to win.
I guess.
But it's not even that favored. It's sort of like 55-ish. Like it's a slightly favored, but with Bash,
okay.
Bash is good.
But I guess if the Freeze Mage doesn't draw what he needs, but he kind of already got match.
Yeah, he kind of already has everything he needs. So yeah. I don't know. I think if we could just fast forward this past the obvious losses. But the thing is, of course, you always have a chance to win, and you always have to play it out for that slight chance to win. Because if a bad matchup just means that you have to draw good and the opponent has to draw bad.
Yeah.
And that is sometimes possible in Hearthstone. So Lothab though, Lothab is pretty good.
Lothab might, like if he plays that on a key turn, but it seems like he's just gonna curve it out.
Yeah.
So, and like the secret is already there. It does have Extrasa. It's gonna be tough. Ice Barrier.
If Lothab gets out on a really crucial turn, it can swing the game, but it's not that likely looking from this point. I think.
What now? Do you tap?
Yeah.
Knife juggler?
Tap juggler.
Yeah.
You don't really get much out of the Argus. You don't even get 2 damage. You get 1. And the juggler just pushes more damage in general. Oh, this is definitely a Cone of Cold turn.
Oh man. That's gonna hurt, man.
Like for every single turn for both players, it's just been play the card that costs the mana.
Yeah. So what now? Is this defender?
Yeah, definitely.
Keep stuff alive?
I think you would defender the 2 1 health dudes though.
Couldn't you defender the Imp Gang Boss and the Imp?
I wonder.
You could, but
It's gonna play power overwhelming here.
yeah, he's gonna Void Terror then.
Interesting.
Void Terror is actually quite good against Freeze Mage.
That's true. It's a big minion.
Yeah, and they have to separately deal with the big minion. That's the important
He's
thing.
gonna eat the Imp Gang Boss.
I think that's good. I think that's good.
It's really interesting. He's going all in on that.
Yeah, but what is he gonna do? Like, he doesn't play Polymorph.
That's true. He has to Frostbolt it or Ice Lance it until he wins.
Yeah, there is no way to actually deal with this guy.
It's a pretty smart move, actually. But on the other hand, I think he would rather have eaten maybe like a Knife Juggler or something, because that Imp Gang Boss still kind of generated value every time he was hit by.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 5 damage, I guess. Every time he was hit by some kind of AoE damage or whatever. So.
And next turn he can coin Flame Strike, which is gonna deal with the board. But Lothab,
though.
that is the thing I was talking about. Doing Lothab on a key turn like
Oh,
this.
he hit! That's actually really important.
And he can't, like, now it's a null turn, and he will take 12 damage. This is actually insanely good. And there's nothing he can do about it. All he can do is ping the Knife Juggler, I think is the best one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess that one.
I guess Lothab. Now, yeah. He
Doesn't matter.
That's the right play. So,
Well played.
yeah, he knows he has Flame Strike, and there's a Doomguard in hand. So if he does not draw...
That's clever.
Why?
Because now he's like Flame Strike is out of the question, right? You cannot Flame Strike and ping. So now you have to have Frost Nova.
Yeah.
Now he has Frost Nova, so he's just gonna play that card.
Yeah,
There's no other choice.
I actually forgot that.
What?
Yeah,
he can coin.
He has the exact cards to actually
Survive,
do it right now.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And then next turn he can still not Flame Strike ping, but he can trade in his spot. So can Herudra make more of his minions survive.
No.
So just hero power, do nothing.
I don't think so. I guess you could try
charge
some juggles. You can charge the 3/3.
Oh yeah, that's true. You charge the 3/3.
Yeah,
the thing is, your Doom God is gonna die to Flame Strike then.
Yeah, but your Lothar isn't.
But is that a better trade?
I think so.
You could also, like if you go face with Doom God, Flame Strike is like you have to choose which one to trade into, right?
Oh yeah, you might be right actually. He gets the 2 damage as well, that's important. That means something like Lepanome can kill him.
So here we go. Decisions.
That's it?
It's just game. Yeah.
That was really smart play from
was
Herudra
just,
actually.
Definitely the correct play here.
Yeah. That was, playing the Doomguard was definitely the best play.
And that, I think that Void Terror just shows you like how much in touch with the matchups he is. He knows that if he can just sacrifice all his minions, he doesn't care. In every other matchup, that was like a really bad trade to sacrifice your end gang boss, right?
Yeah.
But in this specific matchup, he knew that if he could get that extra free health,
having
get one attack in.
Like the way you win against Freeze Mage is having a lot of smaller minions and then one really big minion.
Yeah.
Because then they can't kill both in the same way. They have to allocate resources to AoE and single target at the same time, unless they want to just freeze the board. But freezing the board doesn't really deal with the big minion like over time, because you can't grind it down like you can the little ones.
Yeah.
So that's was a really clever play from Herudra, and he actually wins the worst matchup for his Warlock, which means that the Freeze Mage has to win against the Paladin now.
Yeah, we showed that. We showed that shot, right? We
Yeah.
thought, the chance of him winning is so low. But
There were low, like he had low chance to win, but he had both the big Void Terror and the Loathsub.
yeah, that's
So
true.
actually,
Perfect Lothar.
yeah. And this is a really hard matchup as well.
So it's Paladin versus Patreon.
Yeah, it's a hard matchup for Patron, but as we saw, Patron can still win if you. No, I
I
mean
can still lose.
it's a hard matchup for Paladin, but Paladin can still win.
But I think Herudra is sitting on some really key pieces here. He has Harrison Jones.
Oh, he plays Harrison. That's interesting.
And he has the turn 6 play afterwards.
It seems like he's playing a bit more late game oriented style with this deck, which I actually think is worse against Patron. I think against Patron you want to go full aggro.
Yeah. And it's also the aggressive decks that we have seen so far with Paladin just take every game.
Yeah, exactly.
So
just take
we
every
can
game
see
before
if,
the opponent can react.
Yeah, if it's gonna pay off having a. But we're saying that it's more mid range. I guess he has both Consecration and Harrison, so
Yeah.
both of those sell him out.
Do you play the competitive spirit
I
here?
think you do.
I think actually it's okay. You can also coin hero power,
Yeah.
but yeah, competitive spirit. Does he have the get down?
Because now
Oh, yes, get down.
the weapon is it's gonna be absorbed by the noble sacrifice.
Yeah, that's really
There's
good.
another play. I guess he's gonna go for Death Bite.
Yeah. And he's gonna get the competitive spirit off, and it's gonna be really important here.
Yeah.
Because not only do you take the charge away, now you can only kill one of the minions. And they're both buffed, so you have to do it fast. And he can even Harrison.
Yeah, you can
kill the
count
weapon.
Harrison.
Yeah, he kills the weapon. Or actually, I'm actually not sure if it's better to Harrison or play the.
Play what? Consecrate?
No, you can play fucking Mysterious Challenger.
Oh, coin the Mysterious?
Yeah.
I think it's better to play this turn.
Oh wait, he had 4
Because
mana.
you're able to draw
never
into...
mind.
Yeah, it's-
I'm drunk. So yeah, he plays the Harrison, of course, coin Harrison.
So now he has a lot of regression.
Oh, he's gonna take a lot of damage here.
Smart. So, yeah, Pilot Shredder's gonna, like,
I think the
gonna
Paladin
come
just
down
won
here.
this game. Like, there's no way.
so much aggression, yeah. It's too hard to turn this game around. Like, you don't have time to play Patron.
Yeah.
So what, Armor Smith, Gnomish, hit the 5, like that doesn't matter. You get exactly 4 HP.
Is it the Doomsayer? Are we on the Doomsayer train?
Yeah, I think Doomsayer is the only way to win. Just hit into Pilot Shredder and get Doomsayer. Here we go. Nope.
50-50 chance. Either you get the Doomsayer or you don't.
So, Paladin once again, flawless run.
Man, these Paladins, yo. Even the slower Paladin still wins the game. In seemingly like an aggro fashion, actually. Like he pushed the damage really fast. I guess the Harrison had a lot to do with it. But also, just the fact that you could get 2 minions out, make them survive, buff them up with the competitive spirit, like, it's so strong.
Yeah. That noble sacrifice was pretty good there.
So it's, what is it now? Is it 2-1 to Herudra?
Yep.
Oh, and it's the Patron versus Freeze Mage. Damn.
So Patron can win this game.
Yeah, he has to win this game. Like, this is the game he has to win. If
Otherwise,
he doesn't,
it's gonna be Patron versus Control Warrior.
yeah, like that's the much worse matchup. This is a, I think 70% matchup as well, like the Druid. Even though the Mage, I think the Mage he has 2 Flame Strikes, right? So he plays double Flame Strike. That might help him a bit.
That's true.
So the double Flame Strike definitely helps him, but it's still a bad matchup because you can Armor Smith and then just Whirlwind.
Yeah, and get so much armor.
Yeah, and you can burst from really high health as well, so...
But it's easier to burst if your opponent has some kind of minion.
That's true.
Freeze Mage doesn't have usually.
Yeah.
But I think Thorson is going to be important here.
What now?
He's thinking about, like, if he armors up, he knows he's never going to get that 1 draw from Battle Rage.
Never gonna get that drop.
Like, he has to sit on it until Alex, or he can get, like, the draws from just the minions.
What are we waiting for?
I think Herudra is thinking about whether he should play a minion or armor up in this turn. And I think it's just because of Battle Rage that he's thinking about it.
But I think you would play Unstable Cool every time. Like, even if you didn't have...
Push 1 damage?
Yeah, like, why not?
I guess.
I'll show them all!
Or Armor Smith, though.
There we go.
I would almost be tempted to just keep the Armor Smith around, because there's so much potential in this matchup. Like, this Armor Smith is the card that wins you, and if it just gets dealt with this early, like...
That's true.
But again, the other chance is that it just gets a lot of armor right now, because the opponent can't deal with it.
So, Arcane Intellect?
Yeah, that or Doomsayer. I would consider Doomsayer here.
Just to get rid of the armor?
Yeah.
I guess so. But
I
wouldn't you
think-
be afraid of, like, execute?
Yeah, I think he's gonna Arcane Intellect, but I think it's worth to consider the Doomsayer. Because if the opponent doesn't have executes, then like you get to clear the Armor Smith, you give him 0 armor. It's pretty good.
That's true.
We can also ping, I guess, but that seems okay.
Seems like that's the play.
I'm confused by that play.
I think I like the Arcane Intellect more this time. Just getting more draws. Using the ping didn't really matter. He was gonna trade into it or just hit it with the Armor Smith anyways.
Yeah, and you gave him free armor basically.
Yeah.
Like you gave him 1 free armor for no reason. Now
He's
he can
gonna
Battle
cycle
Rage.
Battle Rage instead of just developing a weapon. Which
Yeah,
I
it's
guess
fine.
is okay.
Like you just armor up. Just armor up every single turn.
Just do it.
How can you lose? How can you lose when you have 50 armor?
I guess the ping was also playing around like Battle Rage, kind. But there's the Alexstrasza again. I feel like a random sort of like drawn into Alexstrasza before turn 9 every single time.
Yeah, that's really good. Do you coin out the Scientist here? I don't think so, right? Yeah, you want to save the coin for Alexstrasza, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not in
Getting
this
that out
matchup,
a turn earlier is pretty important.
but maybe not in this matchup.
But you can also like use it with Antonidas, right?
Yeah, that's true. Antonidas gives you another fireball. That's kind of important. The Acolyte here is really good. Think you can...
Double Whirlwind?
No, he wouldn't.
It's armor though.
Yeah, but like you can get much more armor from those whirlwinds. It's just not worth it. And you even have the you have the Torsen for next turn. The whirlwinds are gonna cost 0 mana. Like there's no way, no way.
That feels bad. Frost Nova on 2/1/1 minions. Like, he didn't save any damage. The only reason to do that is to play around execute, but we see like the whirlwind is enough.
Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. It's beautiful.
It's basically a wasted Frost Nova. He played it to play around execute, but there was an activator anyways, and he even got 3 minions to proc.
So for 1 mana, he gains 2 cards, 3 armor, and gets to kill the Doomsayer. It's just too good. I would almost say that this game is over.
You can burst through that much armor if you get Antonidas, and like if it's uncontested on the board.
That's true. But it's so hard, especially against Patron, who can deal with things out of nowhere.
Man. There you go, free whirlwind. Here you can have it.
Exactly. He's trying to make the Patron overgrown.
I guess. Can you win a fatigue war versus Patreon with
No.
With freeze mage?
No. You get bursted down before fatigue.
Yeah, but if you get bursted down from high health, I guess that doesn't matter because it's not one big swing.
Yeah.
Pass me that Arclight Spanner.
Snemish. Interesting that he doesn't play Thorson in that turn.
He doesn't have
so many cards in his hand.
Yeah, but the thing is, the cards are wrong.
They are wrong.
No, but look at the cards.
What are you saying? You're wrong.
No, okay. Look at his hand. He has 0 combo pieces.
Yeah.
He has 0 charges, 0 patrons, 0 frothings. Like, what is he gonna reduce?
What is this if not combo?
Yeah, but it's not. It's not the same combo. Like you don't want the big angry green guy.
The orc?
Wow. You want the little guys.
Here we go. Grommash for clear.
What?
Well, Grommash Inner Rage. That's pretty clever, I think. Because it's the same problem as last time. It's too much health. You have to deal with it.
I guess true.
And it gets to push 12 damage. That you have to push anyways.
Yeah. I guess the Inner Rage makes the play worth it. And if he spends the turn dealing with the Grommash, he can safely develop the Thorson next turn.
Yeah.
So in that way it's pretty good. The one thing that is really good about this hand though is that he has Armorsmith in the hand. So he gets Armorsmith reduced by 1 mana, that's really important.
Yeah, that's true. So it's gonna be Archmage, Coin, Frostbolt, I assume?
Yeah.
So now he's hoping that there's no removal for Archmage.
Which there is.
Which there is. There's an execute. So hit, execute, Thorson, armor up.
And he even got the combo piece that he wanted. He got the charger, so like that's just perfect.
I think it's just traded to 3. Execute, armor.
Yeah, you want to keep the Cruel Taskmaster in hand. It's actually really good to proc Armorsmiths and such.
Yeah.
I think there's no reason to play the Cruel here, other than using more mana. But you'd rather use that mana to hero power, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like.
Yeah,
what are you gonna do? Push 2 damage?
Yeah, he sees it. Like that is definitely the best play. You get to play the Thorson, you get to destroy his board, and you get to armor up. Like this is the perfect turn.
That's true. And now, what does Randomsort do? You have to use Flame Strike ping, but you can only ping 1 guy. So Is that good?
You fireball both.
It's gonna fire. Okay, fireball both. I guess. There's a lot of damage disappearing.
Yeah. What do you say about the Antonidas value that you needed to win the game?
Yeah.
Well, it's not looking good.
So now his win condition is Alexstrasza that survives.
Yeah.
So he can hit in with that 8 damage.
Which isn't
It
that
isn't impossible.
unlikely. Like
No.
he's used both executes, right?
Yeah.
So like there's no execute. So he has to basically swing at the Alexstrasza with minions and weapons if he wants to kill it, which
It's not what you want to do. with
yeah,
this match.
yeah, exactly. So the thing is, it might be a bit unlikely, but it's possible. But honestly, I think this game is close to being over. As soon as he draws any kind of patron or what can he else draw? Yeah, probably just a patron actually. Then just make a big armor smith turn, gain a lot of armor, get to like 50, 60 health. Then good luck to the freeze mage.
So it's now the time. Alex, enter.
No. You definitely play the Thorson here, I think.
But right now is the time that you cannot deal with Alex.
I wonder.
Nah.
It's gonna be Arcane Intellect.
Yeah. Thorson Arcane.
I guess.
Like play the Alexstrasza for cheaper next turn. It's better.
I guess and combine it with something like Frost Nova.
Yeah.
So it guarantees that minions cannot deal with it.
Yeah.
You can even you can't Frostbolt at the same time, but you can Iceland's face if you feel like it. Here's Slam. So it's gonna be Slam face tank.
Yeah. Or you can trade and ping, but it seems just worse. Like you can afford to take the 5 damage.
I think he's thinking about playing like Deathbiter. Just to be able to proc it next turn.
Yeah, that might be fair. I think that's actually better because you really want the whirlwind effect once you go off. And you have the patron now, so next turn for 10 mana you can have everything you need actually.
Yeah, he played the 3 mana version, so he's going to use every mana this turn, otherwise that was just a mistake.
So next turn you have patron,
Why
charge.
did he not play the 4 mana Deathbiter instead?
Doesn't matter.
It
But
matters.
yeah, it matters. But
Theoretically it matters.
yeah. But next turn, so you play, he plays a minion. You play, oh, that's actually smart. So you get to, you freeze his face so he can't proc his Deathbiter. That's actually really smart. That buys you at least a turn.
Yeah, that's true.
The bot turn actually means more than you would think, because that means that he has some minions that can actually possibly do some damage, which is just what he needs when he spent his Antonidas for basically nothing.
So what can Herudra even do here?
I think you can still go off with the patrons, but I wouldn't do it. Because you can't whirlwind the armor smith, you can't gain all the armor that you want. I think this might just be a past turn, actually.
But you can still Battle Rage draw into... You don't want to do that though. How many cards is left?
He has actually only 5 cards left.
Yeah, you don't want to Battle Rage then.
Yeah.
You can still Cruel Taskmaster and use Armor Smith. So if you want to like clear the board and develop a lot of armor and also develop the board. But of course Flame Strike is going to come down and clear everything away in one swoop. And and that is the time where you're thinking about, well, can Freeze Mage actually just value his way out of this?
Yeah.
But it seems like
He's going for the Armor Smith and Cruel Taskmaster, but he has to hurry up now. Oh, and the thing is, like,
trade the 3/3, right? And then you buff the... I guess you buff the...
Guess you did like this.
Guy? I think... interesting.
Yeah, he's trying to gain
as much
armor as possible. And the thing is, if your opponent uses Flame Strike now, you still gain 6 armor.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's a lot.
But you have to do it, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Like you can. No, you can't even do that.
As you can Doomsayer Frost Nova. I guess, yeah, true. That's okay.
Yeah.
It gives you a chance.
But now, did he freeze the face? No. Now you can just attack, and you're gonna get whirlwind effect on everything still.
Oh yeah.
So you're still gonna get the
That was
like
actually
the armor, right?
That was actually not better.
Yeah, like I guess you eat a weapon, but in the end it doesn't matter. The thing is, I think freeze mage can actually just win by having.
No, you can even clear the Doomsayer. You just hit the Doomsayer with your weapon. You spawn a patron.
Yeah,
you spawn a patron, hit the Doomsayer. You just gave him 7 armor for free, 6 armor.
That is actually true.
No, wait. What?
He's not gonna do it. I think he doesn't see it.
Oh, you silly boy, Herudra. You silly boy. Could you? No. So
I think he sees it right when the minion spawns. Like, damn. That was 7 damage.
I think everyone. Wait, he can't attack.
Look at the spectators. They're all like, ah, damn.
That was an error.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, so it was actually next level play from Randomsort. The thing is, he confused Herudra. He was like, here's a Doomsayer. It dies to your board, but you can't see it.
Yeah, now is Alexstrasza time.
Yeah.
Maybe even Blood Mage. Nope.
Alexstrasza might actually be able to win the game because there's no.
That's what I talked about earlier. That if you cannot deal with it,
he still can't deal with it.
He can't do it. No. He has to play Harrison's Sconed here and just go face.
Yeah, I guess. But he wins in fatigue, right? And it's almost fatigue time.
Does he though? If he takes 2 hits from an Alexstrasza first?
The thing is, Herudra has 3 cards left in his deck, right? 3 cards. 2 of them is Frothing Berserker.
Oh, that's true.
And he has
Those guys are gonna deal a load of damage.
And he has a whirlwind effect. Like, he has a whirlwind effect right now.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's no way to freeze the face. So, like...
But it's still a lot of damage. Thalnos, double fireball.
I think Herudra actually has got this. Because if he just clears the Alexstrasza, I think there is no way that Randomsort can win in time before he himself loses to fatigue.
But that 8 damage, man.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
If you don't get the frothing now.
Yeah, I guess you need to get a frothing.
He didn't get the. So there's 2 frothing.
No. You can. Yeah, but you can.
Right there.
You can use a battle rage.
Ah, that's true.
Or you can draw one? You can patron. Nah, you just patron. Yeah, you just patron. But you use your will, so you have 2 useless frothings though. I guess it just comes down to what does the freeze mage have left in his deck? If he has more burn,
shouldn't he have battle rage? No, it doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah, this is better. Just you go face with the weapon.
Yeah, you go face with the weapon.
And then you trade into it, and then you have a board still.
And then you get flame strike and
you have minions for the next turn, right? So there's nothing. I guess the double blizzard can actually kill.
No, you get flame strike, bro.
Yeah, I know, but like the frothing berserkers, they will die to.
Yeah, true. They will die to berserks. But I think there is no way the mage can win unless he has. Oh, he has pyroblast, right? He has a pyroblast.
There is a.
Oh, Iceland.
Yes, Iceland. Interesting. So flame strike and fireball face.
Yeah.
Or just ping.
No. You have to use blood mage with the fireball
for maximum damage.
For maximum damage, yeah.
So he's gonna play it now.
Yeah, play it now, because you know he has 2 frothings in his deck. Like if you've been counting, you know he has 2 frothings in his
That's
deck.
so unlucky, also to have 2 frothings.
I think Herudra wins by fatigue. Pretty sure.
So what now? Blizzard? That's Ice
Oh wait, Ice Block.
But that doesn't matter. Ice Block is useless in fatigue.
Yeah. I thought it was a pyroblast. If it's not a pyroblast, then he just loses, I think. There's no way there's enough damage.
So Blizzard now Blood Mage.
Yeah,
have to play Blood Mage.
Yeah, you play Blood Mage and you ping the face. I guess. Yeah,
but he didn't play it last turn. So.
Yeah, okay. Blood Mage brings you closer to fatigue. That's our argument.
If it dies, it doesn't die.
But
Blood Mage will not die.
But he doesn't know. There's 2 cards, and he doesn't know one of them. That's the argument.
If he have kept track, he knows it's a battle rage. Everyone has to.
Yeah, but like, who keeps track of that much?
Yeah, understandable.
So basically...
So now Blood Mage, now you have to Blood Mage.
Yeah. Basically what happens is Herudra just presses end turn 5 times and then he wins the game.
But yeah, I guess so.
Like there's just get his turn, end turn. You don't even have to hero power.
He has to play Black Mage though. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't even hero power.
That's true. You can't deal enough damage.
There's no way.
Well,
What if Herudra plays Battle Rage?
He still wins. He should do it just to be him.
I think there's... He takes 3 damage next turn exactly, right? If he had 1 more turn, no.
No, still not.
No. Yeah, it's not close enough.
So do you play the Battle Rage? That's the question.
I wouldn't risk it.
Do you play the Battle Rage? He didn't even hero power.
Didn't care.
Then why didn't he Battle Rage?
There we go.
I don't get
so,
it.
Herudra wins 3-1.
Herudra takes it.
Yeah.
And we got ourselves a grand final.
We got ourselves a grand final, and I hope it's gonna be a little while because I'm feeling hungry.
I guess we can take a little break.
Yeah.
Before the final.
Let's do it.
So we'll go straight up and get something to eat quick. And then we'll be back with our grand final, guys. So see you guys after some music.